Okay, so you are?
My name is Tom Burroughs.
And you are going to be telling the story of?
The Story Inn.
Okay, so how many times have you been to the Story Inn?
And so anyhow, I've been going there for over 20 years now.
Very interesting.
Yes.
Okay, so tell me, what do you do at Story Inn? Like, why do you go there?
The Story Inn is a bed and breakfast that has a 5-star restaurant in the on the main level, and it is in a very historic building that has been around since the mid 1800s.
Okay, and so are there really ghosts that haunt Story Inn?
Well, I'm not one to tell stories, but I tell you what, the first time I went there, I had heard about the hauntings at the Story Inn, and I was very skeptical. And so I was there with my nephews, Thomas, Tyler, and Dan, and we were sitting at the table having dinner and discussing whether or not the haunting legend was true. And every time somebody would discount the realism of ghosts, the door behind us would move. It would go a little bit to the left and then a little bit to the right. And we were just like, whoa, did you see that? So with that, we asked the people who worked there to give us a tour. And they said, okay, come on, are you sure? A lot of people are scared. And we walked up the stairs with them and down the hallway, and it was this very old building, and the floors were creaking and all the doors were different shapes, sizes. And then we came to the room known as the Blue Room, and they said the Blue Lady haunts this room.
So who is the Blue Lady exactly?
The Blue Lady is actually the wife of the man who founded the town of Story and the Story Inn, and his name is Dr. George Story. And legend has it that she died in that room up there, and that she continues to be there.
Okay, so did you have any like personal hauntings besides the door moving slightly?
Well, when we got to the room, they said, okay, you summon the Blue Lady by turning on the blue light. So that's what we did. They let us sit in the room, we shut the door, and we turned on the blue light. And then we waited very quietly. And then, all of a sudden, you could hear the creaking on the floor, but none of us were moving. You could hear the floorboards start to creak, and we all were just looking at each other like, oh, did you hear that? But nobody could see anything. And then, out of nowhere, we were in a very dark room, just a blue light. All of a sudden, the silhouette appeared in the light. Just a silhouette. But in the middle of the silhouette were these piercing blue eyes.
So what'd you do after that?
No, it was very frightening. And all of us, our skins crawled, and we sat there very still and very quiet and absorbed the moment, trying not to be afraid. But we were all scared. And we just tried to remain calm and tried to take it all in.
Okay, any other kind of hauntings or experiences?
Well, after that, we left that room, all of us just very, very intently just, wow, what just happened. And we had to walk back through the old hallway, down the creaky stairs, and back into the restaurant. And they said, well, you know, we got a basement. They call it the rest of the story.
Okay, so what's in the rest of the story?
So I'm glad you asked. That is fantastic. So we went downstairs and visited the rest of the story. And when we walked in there, it was very dim and smoky. And there were people just sitting there for no reason. I couldn't understand why. And they were talking. And we were all just amazed, looking at these people going, who are these people and why are they here? And the people who work there are like, what people? That's when we all turned to each other and we're like, those people right there. And when we did that, they were gone.
So it was an entire room filled with ghosts.
Yeah.
Could you like understand what they were saying, or was it just like murmurs?
It was very murmurish, but I swear I heard one of them say, "Roll Tide! Whoop whoop!" That's the end.
Man, it's been a long day, stuck thinking about it, driving on the freeway, wondering if I really tried everything I could, not knowing